March 7th, 2024 patch notes. If you're interested in Chronicles, now is the time to get into it. Or old players, now is the time to come back. You can get a free light or dark map 5 of your choice out of these 6 that were voted on. Later in this video, I'll talk about which ones you may want to choose. Anyone at any level and progression in the game can get this. All you need to do is 500 repeat quests and you will get your Nat 5. And hell, if you're a spender or a whale, you can get a second one of your choice for a measly $180. Hey, you do you. Account skill points are now saved per summoner, which is something that we've been asking for forever. You have to log on to the other summoners and you reset the points. And this is really important for certain summoners. There's a new special rupture you can do 3 times a week. This will get you artifact summons. Using certain monsters will get you bonus rewards. It's a pretty simple rupture, just dodge out of red stuff for the manual play. I assume after you do manual play a couple times, you can do auto. God, I would hope so. The green seal artifacts that you get, you can use them only in normal galaxy summons. You have to use all your summons first in order to use these. There is a new event with an awesome minigame. This minigame is probably the best thing on Chronicles right now, to be honest. You can get entry tickets through another event, and once you enter this minigame, if you're familiar with Vampire Survivals or Deep Rock Survivor, Topher Smurf, this goes out to you. I know you're coming back for this minigame, but this is literally what it is, but with little Coda Squirrel. But you select skills from the page and you have to survive on each stage for 5 minutes. Honestly, this is super fun. I know the genre of this type of game is really fun too, but you can select your skills that come up in the cards and you just run around, make sure not to die, and just kill enemies. I'm on stage 3 right now because I've already done this twice, so it is getting a little bit harder. But every level up, you get a new card and you just survive. But yeah, I'm actually enjoying this minigame a ton. What I've found, if you go to one of the corners of the map, they usually spawn in the same spot, so you'll have the enemies come to you quicker. But yeah, it's just a fun minigame. It's nice that they actually implied something new. It's not really Chronicles related, it's just fun. They have bosses that come up. Overall, pretty easy. Once the 5 minutes are up and you beat the last boss, GG. You get your rewards. You can use the coins here to enhance your character level, and use the yellow gems and the materials you get to enhance their equipment. It's just super fun. And make sure to play Coda's Great Adventure, because these gift boxes right here, I got a light and dark scroll from it. They revamped Challenge Arena a little bit. It's mainly for the higher ranks. I think they did this because of boosting. Master 3 to Grandmaster, if you win on defense, you get 0 points. Master 1 to Master 2 for defense victories, you get 2 points. And when you get to Master 3, the winning streak is adjusted to 0 to start. You tell me how you feel about that. There is a new repeat request for Monster Affinity. I honestly still would not use energy on this repeat request. Just make a bunch of chicken sandwiches. Field events, you only need to do 1 per account. They increase the rewards, so you don't have to log on all 5 summoners if you want to maximize rewards. The Raheel Guard's totem farming is a little different now, because they nerfed the Dark Cowgirl transformation. When you transform into Dark Cowgirl, it now lasts 8 hours. And the transformation cooldown is 16 hours. So you can't do this every single time you're away from your phone or your computer. The best time now to do this is literally when you get your 8 hours of sleep. And Papa Barcode says you need 8 hours of sleep. So get your 8 hours in. Plus maybe you won't be so grumpy in general chat. And lastly, Altar's Blessing. When you go through all of your Altar's Blessing, there's now an Altar's Blessing register. So all the monsters you selected before, you can register again. You don't have to fill it out, just a little quality of life thing. There's also a bunch of other events. You'll get a ton of energy from this Invention Contest victory event. But anyway, the question of the day that everyone keeps asking me, Barcode, what are you choosing and what should I choose? Honestly, it just depends on your account, what summoner you main, and what you may or may not have already. In my opinion, I'm going to tell you how I rank them, because I look at it as overall use. I haven't honestly decided who I'm getting. I'm either getting Light Oracle Lima, Light Monkey King Quatan Dashang, didn't say that right, or I'm getting Dark Mermaid Beta. Every single one of these light and dark Nat 5s are good. But here's how I rank them. Number 1, Lima. She brings so much to the table in one monster. She removes 2 harmful effects. She applies invincibility. She applies immunity. And if the ally is below 30%, a level 2 heal over time in one skill. And then her first skill will remove buffs and apply a damage over time. She brings so much as one monster to a team composition. Where personally, as a Heath, it's very hard to bring A stripper, B immunity, C cleanse, D heals, 5 invincibility, a strip, damage over time. You get what I'm saying? But that might not mean that's what you need to pull. Second is Light Monkey King. For one, on his basic, he can do a defense down and of course root again. Second, he has 2 AoE skills, one being a 3 mana cost and an AoE defense down. And his second skill, the 4 mana cost, removes 2 buffs as an AoE skill and also applies root, which you guys know how much I love root. Root also silences melee units, which is stupid. Light Monkey King can literally stand right on top of a melee unit, root that unit. The melee unit can still basic attack, but their skills are silenced. It's the stupidest thing ever. If someone is standing right on top of an enemy and can basic attack hit them, they should be able to use their skills, but they just can't move. That's what a root is. I'm rooted. I can't move. Rant over. But not only that, these 2 skills are attack and defense based. So he's a defensive attack based nuker. And if he's attacked by a rooted target, damage taken down 100%. And when he attacks a rooted target, damage dealt up 50%. He's just nasty. After he roots someone, gets a level 3 defense buff at max legendary artifact. Number 3 on the list is Beta, Dark Mermaid. I know all of you were like, oh, where's Elenoa? Ah! Just wait a minute. She has a single target heal and she has a revive. And she also has AoE crit res up, immunity, and an AoE attack down and crit rate down on all enemies. But what you guys may not know is Dark Mermaid's basic attack is based off of her max HP. But if you're sitting at 120,000 HP and you're not critting, you're still hitting for 12,000. Number 4 on the list is finally Light Polar Queen Elenoa. If you want PvE to be the easiest thing in the world for you, just pick Elenoa. She will get you through pretty much everything. Her first skill is an AoE attack. It increases skill cooldown. It decreases mana to summoner. Yeah, that's cool. But really, that's not even why you use her most of the time. Her second skill, a 4 mana cost. This decreases the summoner's skill cooldown by 80%. Increases your ultimate gauge by 20 and decreases monster skill cooldown by 40. Now I use Water Fairy Queen personally, Celestia. She doesn't decrease summoner skill, but she does do a single target heal while doing the same decrease of monster skill cooldown and 5% less ultimate gauge. It is a 5 mana cost, however, for legendary artifact, her artifact gives a shield if it's an overheal, plus it gives you 1 mana back when you max it out. So technically it's 4 mana. But still, I'm sure everyone in the world is going to tell you to pick Elenoa. She can be used in PvP too. She's more of like a brawl arena unit. However, she is a PvE queen. Number 5, Dark Magic Knight Lynette. I know you cracker lovers probably upset with me. Lynette has AoE defense down on her first skill. Her second skill is an AoE root, which is a full strip. Pulls them in, does AoE damage, applies root. And then when root is applied, it actually uses mana bullet shot, which is more AoE random damage with more defense down and damage dealt up when attacking a rooted enemy. She's crazy good too. And none of this is like a passive. It's all in her skills. So really, there's only one real unit, Jameer Wind Dragon, that counters her. But it's like a soft counter, because if she can use this skill again, Gravity Shot, her second skill, she'll remove that immunity and just pull him in and root him again. And then she'll use Mana Bullet Shot again. You could even say she's on par with like Light Monkey King. And last but not least is Dark Hell Lady Kraka. No, it's not ranked the lowest out of the 6 because I've already have her. That's not it. No, at all. She is crazy good. She has an AoE steal of beneficial effects that hits twice. The same with defense down. She also has an AoE attack down. And also something that's very underrated on her basic attack, she does drain damage. 30% of the damage she does, it's a high attack modifier. And she has a crazy good passive. She will revive all dead monsters when she dies. Summons clones of the monsters that revive, including herself. The burst damage that happens when she revives and revives all the monsters and summons all the clones. It's pretty insane. However, in my opinion, there's way more counters to Kraka than there is to any of the other Light and Dark Nat 5s I talked about. Like I said, I don't really think there's any wrong answer in whatever you pick. I'm just telling you my opinion and how I rate them. Hopefully with enough explanation to help you choose yours. And that's it for the patch notes. The more you know.